Hey everybody, I have an interesting discussion point to share with you today. So I'm titling this video Knitting in Norwegian ? I was in Norway. Well, there's a whole backstory, so you know that a lot of my reason for being on here is that I write knitting novels, inclusive knitting novels that also celebrate American crafts. And of course, a lot of people came here from a lot of countries and traditions. They're still coming here today. So I have, for example, Norwegian characters in my novel. And I decided I've got to travel to my character's hometown. So I went to Trondheim. And of course, I was going to all the yarn stores that I possibly could there. I found ones that even weren't on Google Maps. And in one of them, called Husfliden, which is where the Norwegians tend to get their traditional costumes that they wear for their national festival. They also sell yarn and they sell books. And this is one of the books that I got. The light isn't perfect here, but hopefully you can get an idea. Isn't that a beautiful, don't you just want to knit that sweater like right now? So this is the title. Sorry if it's backwards. I could try to pronounce it. Fagrik Turstrik. I think it has something to do with colorful knitting. So obviously, I don't know Norwegian. Look at that. I'm like drooling. But I'm kind of hoping that I can use a combination of AI, my knowledge of knitted garment construction, similar patterns, unraveling the like to unravel, to use a pun, the patterns in this book. Let me see. I know there's kind of a log of all the garments that are in here. Whether I can find them, of course, is up for question, but I'm sure I can show you some. I'll show you some of the pictures, so to give you an idea. But what I understand from this author, well, here's one that's a little more subtly colored, kind of the lice pattern, is that this book is sort of looking on knitting as therapy, and I think that's a common viewpoint, right? That's, as knitters, yeah, that's one of the things that we look for. Now, some people want to make a living at it, and then it turns into work, and I even, if my kids ask me to knit something for them, I'm like, well, maybe, because I have a lot of stress in my life. Look at those colors, and I would prefer to knit as a stress release. So that's another reason why I was drawn to this book. And here's another, just look at those colors. When I was in the yarn store, they had all the yarns that are used throughout this book, and I was just drooling. And when I fly, I tend not to put baggage underneath the plane. It's too much to carry, right? I fly solo. I want to go to the country that I'm traveling to, and I just want to walk around, explore, see all the yarns, see all the boots, and that means I can only carry so much back. So I did not buy yarn for these patterns. Oh my gosh, I'm just drooling. I mean, aren't these, they're just luscious. Oh my gosh. And they look happy wearing these sweaters. I'm like, man, I gotta have them. I did not bring 5 sweater quantities of yarn back to knit these patterns. I just brought the book. I just figured, well, and maybe you have some advice. Can I use Google Translate? Can I use AI? Can I, they have I understand some of this. Like, I think ret means knit stitch. There's samen in here, which means like you're knitting it together, because I know German. So I can understand some of the vocabulary in here. But I'm just hopeful that, oh goodness gracious, I want to wear all these sweaters, that I can figure it out. That's why I ended up buying this book. I already have some candidate yarn. I mean, look at this. I've got some, this would work, right? Look at these colors. I bought this in Watertown, South Dakota. That being said, it's German wool. So this has aloe in it, I think. Yeah, it has aloe and jojoba embedded in it. Not sure, it might be too thin. But in any case, I thought I would share this inspiration. You know, I think they should translate this book. I think this would go over really well in a broader worldwide market. The author is Une Cecilie, and it just says with med and then the @ sign and her name. So maybe you're familiar with her. Here's her, Une Cecilie Oksvold. My pronunciation is bad. I learned some Norwegian when I was over there how to do greetings. So she is responsible for this wonder. And are you at all familiar with her designs? Maybe you have some advice on how I could realize some of these patterns. I'm really excited, but I'm also a little daunted on how I'm going to make this happen. So anyhow, knitting in Norwegian. Have you ever tried knitting in a language that you don't know? Share your experiences in the comments. I hope that you have some good advice for me and maybe for anyone else who wants to try these. Thanks for listening. See you soon. Bye.